Mic check. Mic check. I'm still full of cold. Well, still sniffling. I don't know why. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago, he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top and offered him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, "Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee." I said, I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples and we called them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. By his grace. This song goes out to all you natural girls. On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and then he blew on those clouds, he blew them away. Heaven and earth he built, it took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face, is it? 'Cause you're a natural girl. An actual girl. Sent a letter to Cadbury's, they made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars, placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me. You are a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I work for days and toil for hours and hours, just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will fluster the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle. Those curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you are a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blush at your beauty when they caught a glimpse. Your legs and your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. 'Cause you are a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. So I send a message to my father up above and tell him I found this girl, the one I truly love, the one that he sent down from heaven up above. She fits me just like a glove. 'Cause she fell from above. She's a natural girl. this girl. I love the one from above. 'Cause you are a natural girl. I'll write your name on Venus, Jupiter, Mars. When you look up at night, you'll see your name. It's written in the stars. Almost forgot the last verse. It's only me every song. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Bink. I've been in the woods, yeah. I was late because of my cousin Numpty making me drive through tea time traffic. Twatting. Good evening, Susanna. Bink. Where's my music window? No, I don't want to sign up. Thanks for the offer. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. I said, God, I know. Said, I know I won't. Well, my mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. And my father was a gambling man. Sit down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. The only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. In New Orleans, oh mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Oh, spend your lives in sin and misery. I said, in the house of the rising sun. Well, I got one foot on the platform, the other foot is on that train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Well, there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Said, God, I know. Said, I know I won't. house of the rising. There is only one rising sun. His name's Jesus Christ. Amen. Go on, let's sing one for God. This one goes out to the Heavenly Father. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. The sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Drifting on by, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, new day, a new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. The river running free, you know how I feel. Blossoms in the tree, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, new day, new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Dragonflies out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Yeah, 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 and sleep in peace when your day is done. That's what I mean. Yes, it is. It's a old world, new world, a bold world for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. The stars when you shine, know how I feel. Yes, you do. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Yeah, 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 freedom is mine. But you know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, new day, a new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Bang. Oh. Do you want a biscuit? Yeah. You got a biscuit, eh? No, chicky biggie. I like chicky biggie. Yes, it is. feeling. God. There you go. You went down there, right? Oh, are we sitting comfortably? Mouse, keyboard, the microphone's in the way. 1 second. Let me move it around a bit. How did I secure that last time? That was close. Oh, it was that elastic band on it there. Sorry about the noise. Let me just secure that microphone. There we go, that's better. Right, it's pointed towards me. What a kerfuffle. Close that window. Yes. Every day I look at the human skeleton. Why? Because it's the most interesting subject that God left me. Left us, should I say. Not only to his own existence, because he created you in his image, but to show you who the liars are and why they've lied, to hide him. God created it in a 50-50 manner. Boys and girls, that's it. Right down the board. Frog, fish, scorpion, it don't matter. They come in boys and girls, just like us. Men have got rectangular, further apart eyes with a big bridge in the nose and a brow bone over the top of their eyes. Women have rounded, open eye sockets with a small bridge because their eyes are close together. Men have bigger noses, men have bigger teeth, wider dental arches to match the square jaw. Women have sloping jaws, pointed chins, giving them what we like to call the upside down egg shape. Men have blockheads in comparison to the upside down egg look. Sometimes we call it a cannonball because it's almost as wide as it is long. As you can see, the widest part of a man's face is just below his eyes, and the woman's face is in the hairline. That's what makes it wider at the top and narrow at the bottom. Excerpts of copyright material may, under circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news report, teaching and research without the need for formal payment to a copyright holder. To the noddy holder. Yep. Bink. Nicole Scherzinger. Haven't we already done that one? Pussycat Dolls. Nicole Scherzinger. Let me get that name. Let me check. Copy. Oh, actually, I ain't copied the stream yet. 1 second. Before we do that, let me copy and paste the stream because I'm doofus for leaving it. Brink. Home. Live. 1 second. Pause. Thank you. YouTube. Copy. Twitter. Tweet. Paste. YouTube done. Come back. Do it again. Nicole Scherzinger, give me that copy. And paste. Alan Alder. Paste. Nicole Scherzinger, search. Go on then, we'll start there. Bink, Nicole Scherzinger. Let's say hello to you all. Kyle was first in the house. How are you doing, Kyle? Turkey Tree Father. Welcome to the show. Susanna, I already said hello to you. And Chris, how are you doing? Oh, Tubbs. How are you doing, Tubbs? Right. Let's get the show on the road. We'll start with this. Frankenstein, Frankenmonster. If you can't see it, I can't help you. Look, that's death warmed up right there. Look at those male cheekbones. Large, low set, pointed back ears. Look at them. When I was looking at a couple the other day, I walk with them nearly every day anyway. You're looking at the husband, his ears were large, low set, pointed back, and ears were higher up and closer to the eye than his. From a side profile. He's got huge eyeballs. Look at the size of that triangle. Let's get a face shot. There's a neck shot. He's got a place to put Mama's spicy meatball. Right there. Look at that neck. Broad shoulders. He's probably vegan. Keeps himself skinny. And that's why all the women in the world can't understand why they don't look like this. Why you don't look like men.
Well, it's quite simple. It's because you're women. It's because you're women. Full stop. Every single female celebrity is secretly transgendered or double transgendered, secret flip-flops. They're not open about it, and even when they are open about it, I'm usually looking at a double flip-flop. We find a few that are like drag queens, that are what they say they are, and then there are drag queens that are women pretending to be men, pretending to be women. Mental, innit? Utter confusion. That's what the devil wants. He wants utter confusion around the world, and as it is, because you've grown up looking at these, look at the size of the hand! Sweet baby, and it's miscoloured, look. How come the rest of him's all brown, but his hands are white? I've got to ask the question. Did he have his hands outside the spray tent? Because you've grown up looking at these men, I'm talking to the men out there, the gentlemen, the dudes. I'm talking to you dudes out there, right? Because you've grown up looking at these wide-eyed, long-armed, big bolt-on shoulder look, and these giant hands. If that slapped you, it would literally knock you into next week. Because you've grown up looking at them, you find them attractive. It was, to a certain extent, for all of us, I'm talking for all of us men, the biggest lie ever told to us, that these are beautiful women, when they're clearly not. But someone has imprinted it on you so many times that it's a woman, you believe that that's a woman. It's the same way, right, that they've imprinted this globe on you. Look at this. This is the same example. Look. Globe. No, not Bridlington. Globe. Just give me the bloody globe. I don't want to go to Bridlington. There. Remember, they did it from school. Oh, my gosh. Advert. Get off. Images. They did it from schooling. Right? They started off with this. Teaching you this. And then it's at a 23.4 whatever degree angle. And the Antarctica gets 24 hours of sunlight, according to people like Jeranism. Because you were taught this from birth, this is, when they show you this, you believe this is real. People believe that is real, and I can show them it over and over again, and they believe that that is real. There are no stars in space. When they do put them in there, they have to tell you it's CGI, because otherwise someone will plot the day, the time, and then use trigonometry and geometry to plan them stars and say, excuse me, NASA, the stars are in the wrong position. So they don't put stars in space. But just the way that you've been shown this ball, this is where you live. This is where you live all your life. At the start of movies, you see this thing spinning. Dun, 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 dun. Everywhere you go, it's football, baseball, golf ball, basketball. Everything's about the ball, the Baal worship. And when you're shown the real thing, which is what you see with your own two eyes, because they brainwashed you, you can't see that water's level. Even though they tell you water's level, they don't want you to understand anything. If 72% of the water on Earth is seawater, and the seas are level, look, they don't bend, they don't curve. I've literally got a friend up the road who's is wide-eyed to nearly everything. You know, he sees the lies in all sorts, but cannot admit that he's been fooled over water level. It's that simple. It's an IQ test. I can show you this over and over again from all around the world. Everybody takes this same picture. Flat, horizontal, sea level. Everybody takes this picture. You cannot take this picture if you stood upside down on a ball, because the water falls off a ball. How stupid do you have to be to carry on believing this lie? The longest road in Australia goes for 100 kilometres and it's on a flat plane. An absolute flat plane. Like the sea. It's at land level, but it's cruising for 100 miles flat. The Nullarbor Plains. Nullarbor Plain in Australia. That'll do. There it is. Look at that bad boy. 100 kilometres, flat and straight. It's called the Treeless Plain, look. Eastern end of the Treeless Plain. There are no trees. It's just flat for 100 kilometres. Is it 100 kilometres? I don't know. 100 miles? I don't know what it is, but I know it's a huge distance, lot. It's from there to there in Australia. It's huge. Remember, Australia is 4,000 miles across. Trains as well. The trains in Australia, the one that comes from the top here down to the bottom and goes right. Oh my gosh. See, trains don't go up hills. They might do, even in Thomas the Tank Engine, it shows you need a shunter. But there it is. I can show you that the world is flat over and over again with multiple pictures like this, not just from the Nullarbor Plain, from the Outback Plain, from the Savannah Plain, from the Serengeti Plains. It's plain to see. You live on floodplains. That's how God created floods. If you was on a ball, how do you flood a ball? You can't. It rolls off a ball. But you can flood a flat plain. Because it proves God, yet again. The Nullarbor. How did they end up on the Nullarbor Plains? Oh, yeah. So, because you were brought up believing how many horizon pit? There we go. Because you were grown up believing that this is where you live, and when you're shown the proof of where you live, you still deny it. The same thing happens with these men. As much as though you guys don't want to admit it, you're jacking off to a dude. Granted, when it comes to the glamour models and that, I think they do let normal women and men into it, but they don't become the Nicole Scherzinger of porn or anything like that. The Samantha Fox of glamour. They don't let you get that popular unless you've got the wrong skeleton and you're good enough to fool the people. And that's what we're talking about. This body here fools the general public. A skinny dude. All he's had is a boob job and a bum lift. Look at that flat body. Absolutely flat like an ironing board. I'd expect some type of muffin top below that belly button. I'd expect an indent above it. And I've got neither. You can't see the giant man hands and the long arms, look. Look at the size of them feet. Hello, wildlife and fisheries. Look at the size of them oofers. See, all the markers are male. Long male arm, big hands, bowling ball skull, huge cheekbones, look. Massive feet. We've seen the flat body. Is this the girlfriend? What's the face? Two first names, Lewis Hamilton. Tell me, which one of them two has got the big flat five head? Look, it's there. Look at that basin head straight across the top. Widest in the hairline. Not in the cheekbones like this fella here, lot, who's widest in the cheeks, narrow in the forehead. Look how his head narrows inwards. But not a woman's. A woman's bellows outwards, look. Best drivers in the world are women, apparently. Nicole Scherzinger is an absolute stick insect when you can see it, look. Look at the huge humerus bone. Look at the giant man hands. Look at the huge feet. They have to cross the legs over to try and create an hourglass, even though they've got bum lifts. Cheekbones, rectangular shaped eyes, short sloping forehead. I was hoping that was going to be a penis in there, Nicole. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to be sick. I'm seeing Nicki Minaj. Look at them clavicles. Explain to me how Nicole Scherzinger has got a longer neck, bigger shoulders, and straighter clavicles. Yeah? Than London's hardest gangsters. Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. I'm listening. Because I'm telling you now, those two little ladies, remember these were London's roughest gangsters. They were gangsters. Like Al Capone, she had wonky nipples as well. Explain to me how Nicole Scherzinger outweighs those two. Look at them bolt-on shoulders, look. Look how the neck comes down and stops because the clavicle protrudes past it. Bolt-on arm, look. Bolt-on arms. Look at these two faggot fannies. Arms akimbo, look. The neck rolls right into the shoulder. The clavicles, they're not even close. Look. Look at the size of this clavicle here, look. Right? And then look at this dude. Oof. Oof. He outweighs the craze. Look at his wingspan. Look at where his neck stops, look, and his shoulder keeps going because his arms are bolted onto his body. They don't hang like little ducky wings out to the side. Akimbo. Look. Akimbo. They can't hang straight like a man's. Well, they can, but that's just a woman sat in natural pose. That is good enough to pass, right? All my life, I thought Ronnie and Reggie were the hardest gangsters to walk in London streets. But they're not. They're a pair of flip-flops, so everything to do with them is made up. Remember, they don't want the real gangsters in control of everything, do they? They have to be the gangsters, but it's hidden in plain sight. And this is the same. You were brought up to being told that these two, what would you call them? Rizzler-weights. Rizzler-weight, ungummed boxers are men. And they're not. They're both girls. Look at the sloping jaw. It looks like Tom Hardy. Look at the titties. I've seen more meat on a sparrow's kneecap. So all this stuff about, which one was, I don't know, one of them was meant to be gay. All this stuff about Ronnie or Reggie, was it Ronnie? Ronnie. Ronnie was the one that liked Marmite mining. He can't have been because it's a girl. But that explains why she liked the young lads, the young gay boys. I don't know. Don't even ask me because I'm a straight guy. None of that interests me. It really doesn't. Look at these two. You gotta be kidding me. Look at the state of them. Went on to become Britain's hardest gangsters. Ash. All it takes is a few photos, look. That one looks questionable, doesn't it? That's all it took. A few photos with these two, with a black eye, a thick lip, and a pair of boxing gloves. Oh yeah, they were the gangsters. You don't mess with them. So when they produced them when they're older, lot, Britain's biggest gangsters, in reality, they don't look that big, do they? Stocky women. That's what you're looking at. Stocky women. Look at them trout. Look at those hips. Explain it. Explain to me how Nicole Scherzinger has got, not forget the body, the shoulders. Where's that body shot? Explain to me this, look. No hips whatsoever. And then explain that to me there, look. That bread basket. Same with Rodgy, Rennie. I don't know what you call them. Who cares? Pair of flip-flops. They walk like pufters. That's what my dad would have said. They walk like a pair of minces, son. And that's the whole point of it. That's why real gay men do this walk, mimicking woman, because all these flip-flops do it. All your icons do it. What was I watching earlier on? I watched Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown, never seen it. Quentin Tarantino's. There's a bit where Samuel L. Jackson's I mean mincing through the shopping mall. And I was just, everybody in the shopping mall was doing it. I was in bits. My training was off the chart this afternoon watching that movie. But it becomes more and more obvious. The longer you do this and the more you learn about it, it just becomes obvious that there is a little woman mincing. That there is a woman with ski whiff legs. She's still got a diamond showing, look, between her legs. Shouldn't be there. This one, full mince. The Krays in full mince and one of their hench, and I use the word loosely, men, absolutely ski whiffing it behind him. There's a beautiful shot, look. Look at that. Inline footfall. Same here from Flamingo. It's all in the suits, look. Tailored suits. Look at the chin to the tie. Look at the chin to the tie. Now, look at Nicole Scherzinger. Now, look at the chin to where the tie would be. Neck o'clock. You see, I used to think I needed the gaits all the time, but the better you get at studying the human body, the whole of the body, the harder it is for them to pass in front of you. It really is. Stick insect. It's a Frankenmonster. It was created in a laboratory somewhere. That's why they all look the same. Because they put on bolt-on boobs, you know, the old silicone fun bags. They trim down the chin a bit. They fatten up the lips of the man, because men have thin lips. It's the woman has big lips, remember. But they cannot touch the eyes, look. They can trim down and thin the brow bone out, look. But they cannot bring those eyes closer together. Look at the bridge in the nose. It's huge. And if we go to the Krays, look. Literally, their eyes are almost touching, look. In comparison to Nicole Scherzinger, look at the sloping jawline. But yet it passes. All of them pass. Anyone connected to these people and telling stories about them have got to be in the club. It really is. Let's get rid of the Krays. Back to this fella. Who is a fella? Short, sloping forehead. I've shown you the meme plenty of times this week. I really love it because it shows you how good. Once you don't need the overlays and you can just look at my face, you can see I've got a short forehead, look, but wide eyes. Look at it. Short forehead, wide eyes. My head isn't bellowing outwards. There's no Mickey Mouse shape in my hairline because I'm a natural boy. I'm a real boy. There's a good one. For the rectangular eye sockets, I finally used this picture that we found I think we found it a couple of weeks ago. And there's the difference, look. Sean Penn's close set eyes versus the wide eyes, look. The much longer forehead and the much shorter forehead. When you draw that line across. Have I got one in this set? I don't know if there is. Oh, there you go. Perfect. I didn't draw the line down though. But look at the Mickey Mouse ears in the hairline because it makes the letter M. Close set, pretty eyes, high set ears, sloping jawline, pointed chin, Adam's raisin. There it is. The definition of that picture that I wanted to show you. Again, I didn't realise how good these pictures would come in later reference when I made them. It teaches you instantly the long face of a woman with close set eyes, but the far apart, wide cheeks, look, the narrower forehead. Look at the five head, look at the forehead, look at the far apart eyes, look at the close set eyes, look. And that's all it's going to take right there is the short forehead and the wide eyes, look. There are many different ways to check the face. Wide, widest, wide again, man. However, the girlfriend here, look, is widest in the hairline, narrow in the cheeks, and narrowest here. It's had a jaw implant. Imagine what that would look like without the jaw implant. High set ears, look. low set ears. He looks a bit like Jackie Brown there, doesn't he? Jackie Brown. Who plays Jackie Brown? I can't remember. And I should do that person. And again, the huge male cheeks, the wide mouth, the large low set ears. Is that you, Roberto? Oh my word. I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. I did. Look at that 5 head. Absolute Tefal scientist, because the skull bellows outwards. It doesn't cave in like a man's. I can spot him from a mile away. I really can. Russell Brand, there's another tart. With the big 5 head and the close. Look at the arched eyebrows, because the rounded eye socket. Not like this one with a thick brow bone, which they couldn't take down anymore. Remember, when they sand down, when they boss it down, when they sand down the brow bone, they can only go so many millimetre. Because once you go past that, you're going to hit bone marrow and you're going to do damage to the skull. So you don't want to do that. So they have to leave these big clunking eyebrow bones in place, look. But again, because you're that used to looking at that, you don't recognise that normal women don't have these big, thick brow bones. It's a much smoother version than a man's. Once you understand that God gave everything curvy to a woman, including your eye sockets. But that's just a dude in a floral dress. Nicole Scherzinger is an absolute man. Let me go to my back file. Have I got one open? Documents, desktop, downloads. No, let me open the H file. That one. And let's pop Nicole Scherzinger's name into there. Paste. Whilst it searches for Nicole, again, when a woman puts her hand, look at them claws. Honestly, it looks like Nosferatu. It looks like someone's just let him out of a coffin. When a woman puts her hands on her hips, right, she doesn't have these giant fingers and hands anyway, but what she certainly doesn't have is this huge diamond that you get from a male. It is more diamond. If you imagine a proper diamond shape, like a put between people's legs, this is like a diamond laid sideways, and a woman's is like the other way. It's much shorter because women don't have a long humerus bone. They have a shorter humerus bone made for breastfeeding. We're done. Nicole Scherzinger is a man. I can tell just by the distance in your eyes. Look at the close set, soft, rounded eyes, pink lips, high set ears, wide eyes, red lips, low set ears. Right, let's put him to bed. Walking. We'll start there. There's one. Oof. Jared. That one's lovely. Straight legs, knees together. There is a space between his feet. It's just he's wearing a dress. She's got close set eyes there, hasn't she? In comparison to that person here. If you're just looking at their eyes, look. Who's got the bigger face with the stronger jawline, look? Versus that one. He looks like one of them out of the prank show. I can't remember what to call it. Impractical Jokers or whatever it is. There's another one. Knees together versus knees apart, look. When a woman walks, her knees open, she swings her leg around. It's like a circular motion. The hip gyrates upwards and downwards, creating a twist. Same with the shoulders usually. But I think it's because she's holding hands. There's your answer. Knees together, knees apart. I don't walk like this. I walk like that. But again, they put them in ball gowns, put them on stage, make them sing pretty songs to you. And the next thing you know, you're jacking off to them. but it don't matter because we can see. Look at them. But I'll show you this in a second. Straight legs, knees together. My eyes were attracted to this picture. Look at the shoulders, bolted on arms. Look, long male arms. Look at the thickness of. Look at that clunky lump at the wrist, and then look at the size of them hands. Big, veiny hands, meatball knuckles. Absolute dude in disguise. Runs around wearing leotards and spandex. Oh my gosh, I want spandex.
For any kind of clothes in particular?
Spandex. All spandex. Where's the spandex section?
Where's the spandex section at? Where's the spandex section at? See, that's the first thing that the MTFs do. They get tarded up to get men lusting after the bodies. And they want natural women to dress like this as well. All over the shop. Size of them feet. We're done. Oh, is that all of them? Look at that. The pussycat men. They should have called them the doggy... pussycat. The doggy dog men. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's just... It's just off, but you can't see it. But it's there. 5 men walking. It's the same with the Spice Boys and Boys Aloud. All these girl bands of boys and all the boy bands like Take That, Explains Gary Barlow and Robbie's campness and Mark Owen's soft hairdresser's voice. It explains it all to you. That you've been looking at inverted people all your life. They've inverted the world. They've inverted the way you look at each other. They literally tell you, Stephen Colbert at the Grammys or whatever it was, the Oscars, he was like, kneel down before me, you godless sodomites. And I was just like, she's telling the truth in plain sight. We're done. Look at those feet. Look at the neck. Look at the place to put Mama Spicy Meatball. Look at the clavicles. Every day I can show you this, but you've got to go and learn to do this. Look at this. Tell me which one of them, I'm taking that picture, which one of them's got the furthest apart eyes and the shortest forehead look. Look whose forehead caves inwards, look. It doesn't bellow outwards, it caves in like mine. Look whose forehead bellows outwards. Widest in the hairline, widest in the cheekbones. Small mouth, big mouth. Large, low set ears, small, high set ears. Close set eyes, rounded eye sockets look. Huge, rectangular, far apart eyes. Final answer, Nicole Scherzinger is an absolute dude. Tweet. Oh, we've got 2 of them. Go on, put them both up, might as well. Nicole Scherzinger. Paste. Tweet. Lovely. Cut that out. Done. Channel. Video. Oh my, was I ranting? Oh, my bad. Oh, it's a long one. There, Nicole Scherzinger. 30 minutes. My bad. Paste. Create. Let's come back to class. Open up that window. Let's have another one. Clive Owen, 2 first names. I think we've done Clive Owen, haven't we? I think she might be already on the list. Let's find out. Paste. Search. Yep. 2 first names. Did it a month ago. Ken Watanabe. KW. 33 father. John C. Riley. He makes me laugh when he does the professor. The one that looks at the camera all funny. Confused. Ken's got some close set eyes, hasn't she? Small dentures. 5 head. Back file. Ken Watanabe. Let's see if you're there. You probably are at this point. But we'll have a look. Ken Watanabe. Images. Is that the husband? He's got a much bigger face than you and a shorter forehead. How's that possible, Ken? Look at that 5 head. Look at the Mickey Mouse ears in the forehead. Look at the way the skull bellows outwards. Not here, though. You got the real Bruce Lee right there. And there's a Getty seal to tell you that you're looking at inverted faces. Big face fills the skull. Small face doesn't fill the skull. That's how quick you can do it. But you've got to teach yourself to do it. It looks like Kevin Spacey there. Is it Kevin Spacey I'm seeing? It's the coffee bean eyes that do it, you know. I'm seeing Leon as well. Jean Reno. Who's that? Is that the wife? Let's have a look at him. He's got some wide ass cheekbones. No, that's not the wife. We've just seen the wife. Who's this then? King and I. Oh, he played Yul Brynner. He played the King and I. What? Because he's bald? You bald-headed bitch. A dainty face. Crow's feet. Giant 5 head. Let's have a look at your cast. He's a big Chinese dude on the end, isn't he? Ken Watanabe. He's not giving me any gates. That's a nice suit shot. It was the hips that drew my attention. Your husband's got big feet. Oh, was that a gate? It's not him though. It is him, but it's not him mincing. The other one's mincing. There's the original, I think. My mum used to make me watch this all the time. She liked Yul Brynner, didn't you, mum? Now you know she's a bald-headed bitch. Look, we're missing boobies. Look at them bolt on. They've been literally stuck back on them titties, look. What's that? Someone needs to tell Ken that his boobs are growing back. Ken, you got mastectomy scars. Can you explain it to me like I'm 4 years old, please, Ken? Why you've got a huge mastectomy scar under your right nipple. You probably got them on both. Yul's got them as well, look. Do you know who he reminds me of, Yul? Anton LaVey, but without the goatee beard. Oh my gosh. Titties! Can you, Ken, can you explain to me why one nipple is in the southern section of your body and the other nipple is in the northern section of your body? If I was to draw a straight line across there, them nipples would not be symmetrical. They'd be asymmetrical, like a woman's. Oh, silk dress. Go on, I dare you. Dang it. Dang it. I'm looking for his pee-pee. Ken Watanabe. I'm out of pictures. There were no gates. It don't look promising. Walking. Oh, we've got him. Look at the state of that mince there. Ken's got akimbo arms, flares in the middle, look, and a full mince. But look at the state of that ski with diamond, look. Look at that diamond in there. It should be a triangle, an isosceles triangle. It should never show diamond. Only a woman's legs bend like this. With their ski whiff joints. Is that another one of Ken? It is, from Flamingo. Which one's Ken? Mince in here, whoever that is. From Flamingo there. Look at the shoulder tilt. There's Ken, showing diamond, look, ski with feet. Look how subtle it is. Knees together, Knees are apart, look. The diamond is there. It's just a tailoring of them trousers that you're missing, the bent legs. Ken Watanabe, proven to be a girl. Skull check fail. I forgot to look at Nicole Scherzinger in a bikini. Dang it. We might have got a PP. Who's that? That is not Ken Watanabe. Oh, photos by Ken Watanabe. It must be a different Ken. There's a nice one. I don't know if that's him, but look at that leg swing. Look at the separation in the knees. It should be second nature for you to see it now. It really should. Right. Ken's a girl. Let's see if I've got her in the back file. Back file. Oh, yeah, she's already there. Yeah, that one into there. Ken Watanabe paste. Post. I didn't see any of those gates. Did you? It's like you're deleting the gates. Bink. Bosh. Let's cut that one out. And that will do nicely. Paste. Create. Right, Ken's on the list. Let's add another one. Suraj Sharma. I've never heard of him. John C. Riley can go on the list though if I hadn't already done it. Copy. Paste. Yeah. I've got a feeling I might have done this one. I got a feeling I might have already done it. John C. Riley. Oh no, maybe not. Right, it's not there. Let's do the John C. Riley. Let's put you in the back file, John. Let's get rid of that full stop. Search again. Right, whilst it searches for John C. Riley, 2 first names. Can you see the 5 head? The rounded, open. Look how soft the brow bone is. Look, around a woman's socket, eye socket. Close set eyes. Small featured. It's a small face. Look, draw a triangle. Look at the skull. Draw a triangle. Look at the skull. Bink. Female skull. Dial M for Masons in the hairline. The widow's peak, clinging on for dear life. Funny, she looks like a boxer. You bugger. Please don't tell me I landed lens down. Was it? Flick my glasses off. Right, there's your Getty seal. Your small face. Your handlebar moustache. Rounded, soft eyes. No brow bone, look. A right squashy face. Final answer, soft eye. I'm seeing Jay Leno, but without the chin. Again, it's the eyes, the soft eyes. What was that picture that just caught me there? Is that your husband? He's got a big neck, broad shoulders. In fact, he's got a much bigger face than you, John. Explain it to me, John. Like I'm 4 years old. Why have you got a big, massive egghead and your husband here has got a short forehead but wider eyes than you? This is an impossibility in real life, in nature, for a woman to have, that size woman, to have a bigger face than a man, supposed man, twice as big as her. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible when you know that males have got bigger faces. Beautiful. I love forensics. John C. Riley. Oh, it's just, I thought I was going to say it's the same person. That's the one I like when he plays that scientist. That one. Ah, is that picture gone? Dang it. I've lost it. Can you see the soft eyes? The lacking of a jawbone, look. Just subcutaneous layers of fat, not a straight jawbone. There, him, that one. Makes me laugh so much. Buffalo Bill. I think I covered Buffalo Bill. I think Buffalo Bill's a girl, as I recall. She got big pantaloons anyway. Look at these two 5-heads. Look at those Mickey Mouse ears on both of them. Back file. John C. Riley, what are you saying? Oh, we've got two of them. And I've got one with this picture. Let's go back. We need your gates, John. Did I do a skull check? If I didn't, we'll do them both at the same time, look. Close set, rounded, open eyes. Close set, rounded, open eyes, look. Flat forehead that bellows out at the top. Flat forehead that bellows out at the top. Small mouth, sloping jawline. Sloping jawline, look. Subcutaneous layers of fat. And John C. Riley, is that him throwing a ball? That's not him, but it's a girl, isn't it? As above, so below. That is not the right John C. Riley. It's got to be a different one. Oh no, it could be him. Do you know what? That is him. I didn't think it was him, but it is him, look. You throw like a girl, John. Oh, it's because you are a girl. I remember now. We're done. Let's get your walking pictures and we'll add you to this list. One question. Why are your nipples trying to crawl off your body? They are totally dead. Die. I've seen more meat on a sparrow's kneecap. I have. Is that John C. Riley? It is. Elbows out. Same with all the police women, look. They're all running really funny. Like your women. I am wondering why he's got an adult nappy on. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. I think I might have seen that. What is that? Oh. Is that you? Oh, it is. Look at that mince, John. Look at that hip twist. Everything. The Q angles there. That's a beautiful shot. Shame we didn't get all the feet in. The Dewey Cox story. DC, Devil's Child. She's stiffing me on gates. There's only one gate apparently. Let's see how many I found in the past though. How many you've removed since I made the pictures? Loads. Because they're different gates in each picture. Oh, maybe not there. That's the same one. John C. Riley. Let's get rid of that full stop. Let's bring up them gates. 1, 2, 3, 4 full minces. Full mince from the side lot. And Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 full minces. John C. Reilly. That skull fits like a glove. Close. Open. Close. Open. Cut and copy. Rough. John C. Reilly paste. Let's cut that one out. Create. Lovely. Let's do another one, shall we? Where am I? Oh yeah, there. Michael Clark. I think we've done 3 first names. Michael Clark Duncan. I think we've done the big girl. Copy. Paste. Church. Yeah, we've done it. Let's have another one. Haley Joel Osment. I don't think we've done that one yet. Copy. This is the one from I See Dead People, innit? Paste. Images. Yeah. It reminds me of Macaulay Culkin a bit. Again, it's because of the close set eyes, the small buck teeth, the high set ears, the sloping jawline. Girl look. It's a little girl with a bellowing head. It's a little girl look. No defined jawbone. Look at the ear look. Chin to tie. Look at the distance. There is none. But do you know what it looks like to me there? It looks like Chum-Li off Pawn Stars. Is it Chum-Li? It's Chum-Li, isn't it? Chum-Li. No, not Chun-Li. Chum. Yeah. Chum-Li. That's the one. American Businessman. Images. With a turkey teeth. Then she gets sent to jail. Load of bollocks. They don't go to jail. How can you put a little fuzzy wuzzy FTM in jail with a load of real men? What if they found out? There's a good picture of her. Is that good enough? Bing. I'm seeing Chun-Li. Oh, I'm definitely seeing Chun-Li. Let's come back. Haley Joel Osment. Let's put your name in the back file, Haley Joel Osment. Copy. Paste. John C. Reilly. You're winding me up. Give me that name. Copy. Paste. Gotcha. Right, whilst it searches for what's his name? Haley Joel Osment. It's definitely a Haley. Who's this? I don't know, but he's got male digit ratio and a massive hand. That might be his dad, his real dad, by the look of it. Could be a movie star though. Is that his wife? He's a lot bigger than Haley Joel, isn't he? Look at this hand, little pudgy hand, and then look at that huge stonky hand. Straight hanging arm, huge head, bigger face, look, just draw a triangle. Who's got a bigger face? It's a woman in disguise. This is a man dressed up to look like a woman. Of course, she can never be a man, and he can never be a woman. It's just pretend, make believe. You know when you was little and you played doctors and nurses? Just imagine carrying on that idealism as a grown-ass adult. And that is exactly what you're looking at. It's just, you're living in a land of make-believe. I'm taking that picture. You're living in a land of make-believe where men, fuzzy-wuzzy men, have got close-set eyes, and women have got absolutely deals for jawlines and far apart eyes. Look at the short sloping forehead, wide eyes. Look at the long forehead, short eyes. The opposite, as above, so below. As within, so without. Someone asked earlier on about where it mentions this in the Bible. For those of you that don't follow Twitter, here is that meme. Where is it? Oh, it's here. You see, Mark Twain said it best. It ain't the parts of the Bible that I can't understand that bother me. It's the parts that I do understand. He also said it's a book full of truth and wisdom and morals and 1,000 lies. Now, I can't pick up on your 1,000 lies, but I can pick up on some. And they bother me greatly. It is the glory of God to conceal a matter and the glory of kings to search it out. And that's what you are. Jesus said you'll be like kings and queens, knowing right from wrong, good and evil. Where does it say in the Bible? The main one is Isaiah 3:16 to 18. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks, because they've got long necks. Men have long necks. And wanton eyes, far apart, wanton eyes, walking and mincing, pretending to be a woman as they go, making a tinkling with their feet. But the one that really does show it is Ecclesiasticus. I can't even say it. It's from the book of Sirach, but it's in Ecclesiastes 19:30, and it's the 30 part that really catches your attention. A man's attack. Okay, so it's describing how you can tell a man. I'll read it all. Casting down his countenance and making as if he had heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. Meaning, he's hidden in plain sight. And before you're aware of him being there, he's already done you a mischief. And if for the want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth the opportunity, he will do evil, regardless, because it's the frog and the scorpion all over. A man may be known by his look, and one that have understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. So when you observe a man, you can tell a man by his attire. So they dress these women like men lot, but they're still mincing, real mincing, not fake mincing. His excessive laughter, well, that defines me down to a point, doesn't it? But it was this bit that I love most of all. And gait, G-A-I-T, referring to the way he walks. A real man. It's there, it's in the Bible. Knock and the door will open, seek and ye shall find. Let's come back to class. Chumley, get off my face, get off my screen. Haley Joel Osment and his Mankenstein bride there. Who is that? Haley, it's his sister. It's his brother. That's his brother. You can tell because he's got further apart eyes than the sister look. When he was a little girl, he had a right egghead look, soft eyes, buck teeth, small dentals. Is that really Haley Joel? Look at the size of them pants. Look at that bread basket. Full mints right there in line footfall. Haley Joel Osment. If you can't see it, she's widest in the hairline. She's got an egg-shaped face look. Upside down egg. Close set, soft eyes. Small buck teeth with a small dental arch. High set ears. Small but high set ears. No cheekbones. And a sloping soft jawbone and chin. It's a woman. Beautiful soft eyes. He looks like Logan Paul there. Seen Logan. I've seen someone else as well. No, can't place it. It's a girl, final answer. Look at Bruce Willis's 5-head. My head does not look like a sodding Tic Tac. Look how small Bruce's dentures are. We're done. Let's get a walking picture or two. Oh yeah, it was in... that's why Bruce is popping up, isn't it? He was in The Sixth Sense. Is that Nicole Scherzinger? Might as well be. Look at that bolt on. Look at that bolt on. Right there. Look at it. Big, square shoulder of a man. Then you got the soft sloping shoulders. Look, with the arm hanging away from the body. Same with this big foot in the background. Look at that flat foot. It's a woman walking ski with. Chris Hemsworth with the big pants. Whoever that is with the big teeth. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Oh, it's Forrest Gump. Haley Joel Osment. No, that's not Haley Joel. That's the, whatchamacallit, the boyfriend, isn't it? Oh no, the other one. Oh no, is that him? That can't be him. Is it him? No, there it is. There's Haley Joel. That one. There. Chumley. So you're surrounded by them, are you? Everywhere you look, you see them, do you? Put your video up. Show me this. Show me this where you live. Show me all the common folks where you live look like this. Because I see this very sparingly. I live in a town of allegedly 100,000 people. And I see this very sparingly. Everywhere I look, I see tall men, little women. If you're surrounded by these things, you're going to see this en masse. Not everyone, but you're going to see lots of it. Giant women, little men. That's what you're going to see. Now, if you live in a real posh place, you are going to see more of these because they get all the big jobs. They get all the money. You can't get to these standards of living. You're never going to live in Hollywood. You're never going to live in Kensington or places. You're not. They put it out of your reach. It all comes down to realizing that the world is rigged against you because you're natural. Because you are created in God's image. That's the reason. Okay? With diamond. There's another one with diamond from Flamingo. Arm akimbo. Jink. Can't find any more gates on this fat girl. That's it. Haley Joel Osment. Let's click that one open. That one. There we go. Let's click that one open. And there's Haley Joel Osment. Paste. That's a belter in the middle. Haley Joel Osment post tweet. Let's come back to class. Let's close that window. I'm still seeing Chum Lee. Let's open up that. Let's cut Haley Joel out. Bink. Bosh. Dosh. Right, it's done. Haley Joel Osment uploading. Let's close that window. Let's open this one. Let's do another one. Greg Kinnear. Definitely not. Done this one. Paste. Greg Kinnear. GK, what's that? 777. 711. Where are we? Back file. Greg Kinnear, give me that name. Paste. Search. Whilst it searches for Greg, we'll go and do the investigation. Let's have a look at your husband, because that picture caught my attention. He's got a mastoid straight out of the Terminator movies. Which one of them's got further apart eyes? Who's got a 5 head? Look how simple it is to see them. How can the woman who's smaller than the man have a bigger face than the man? Greg Kinnear. Right, we'll do it from this one. Close set eyes. Look at the 5 head. It's flat as a pancake, look. High set ears. The jawline's fake. There's barely any jawline. I'm seeing, is it Emilio Estevez? I'm seeing someone. It might not be Emilio. Emilio! And I was like, Emilio! Do you know what I was watching the other day? It came up in YouTube movies. RIPD. Rest in Peace Department. Cast. So, no, not number 2. It's not what I wanted. I wanted cast. So, is that who it was? Marissa Miller? I need to... Let's bring that one into this game. We're going to do Marissa Miller, that's for sure. So I'm watching this movie and he dies and he becomes a cop in the afterworld. But he's still able to come back to the normal world and arrest demons. But in the normal world, Ryan Reynolds is a little Asian dude. And is it Jeff Bridges? Jeff Bridges is Marissa Miller in the movie. Yeah, there. That's the movie. So this one is Marissa Miller, and this one's a little Asian guy. When you see him in the real world, it kind of flips between being able to see him like this and seeing him as someone in the normal world sees him. Look at Kevin Bacon's 5 head. Look at that belt. Mickey Mouse ears. Let's come back. There. That's what we're talking about, right? So Ryan Reynolds is this one. Look at the size of Marissa Miller's neck, but that is not what stopped me. It's this. It's practically this picture here. I was watching because I was making a meme. I was making me memes as well. I was watching every time something happened that caught my attention, and I flicked over just as something was catching my attention. And I'm not kidding you. I literally flicked on. Look at that. I literally flicked onto that with the shadow casting. It looks like Jessica Simpson with the shadow casting diesel of a jawline. Look, but look at this double pronged Adam's apple. If it was wearing a tie here, look at the distance between the chin and the tie, and then in the background, look, chin to tie. Look at the difference in neck of clocks. Marissa Miller, full on bloke. Look at the size of that Adam's apple. Let's come back to the original. And that's what I was seeing there, Marissa Miller. I don't know who that is. Helen Labdon. Never heard of him. He's got a Terminator neck though, as Helen. Look at the master. Look at that neck. Look at those mastoids. Let me show you a Terminator neck. Look at the mastoids on the Terminator. Yeah, look at the mastoids. Where's that picture gone? Look at those mastoids. It's like a fucking Terminator. I want your clothes, your motorbike keys, and your boots. There's another one. Look at that neck. You'd think he was a rugby player, wouldn't you? I don't know who that is. Diane Lane. I'll tell you what, that's more than one lane of traffic, innit, that neck. Right, Greg Kinnear, would you 5-head? They don't care. It doesn't matter how famous they are. Just stand them in front of some masonry. That's all they want. Because they're fucking masons. The lot of them. I don't care. You see, I'm not on their payroll. Fuck the masons, the Jesuits, the Shriners. Fuck the Pope. Fuck the Black Pope, the Grey Pope, the White Pope. Fuck all the fucking popes. They're all secretly flip-flopped. Along with the world's politicians, celebrities, footballers, F1 racing car drivers, ballerinas. It don't matter. The world is rigged against you. Walking. Knees apart, diamond showing, woman. Look at that long face. Do you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing Simon Pegg. Look at the arm on the husband. Mincing, double mincing. Oh, it's Matt Damon. Look at the state of their feet. They're both doing ballet, look. Pair of tarts. Greg Kinnear walks like a bitch, look. Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. Why is Greg shoulder tilted, pants, the big pants as well, look, Bruce Lee School of High Waisters. Why has he got padding in the shoulders, huge hips, and why is he walking like a bitch? Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. Go on, I dare you. I double dare you. Because forensics is used in courtrooms not only to prove innocence and guilt, but to prove sex. I won't say gender because that's a man-made construct. I'm bi-fluid, gender, kangaroo, fair ball, leave some kibble in a tray and I'll poop in a dish. I don't fucking think so. I'm a man. I'm a real man and I don't want to play none of your sick, psychotic, inverted, satanic, ritual games. State of that mince. Oh, look, it's Ricky Gervais, the fat bitch. Another one that denies God and pushes it on the masses. This is another one. The ones that make jokes out of it and become popular, like George Carlin's another one. Carlin knows that God exists. Ricky Gervais knows that God exists because they worship Satan. But yet they feed you the lie. That's just, it's sick. Sick. perverts, inverts, the lot of them. If any of them's got a conscience, they'll go to heaven. If they all think that they are deities that literally sit above natural people in the chain of command, no chance. God gave dominion of the earth to man and woman, not flip-flops. That's why the world's in disarray. Diamond showing. It's a tart. Look at that arm akimbo. And again. Dun 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 dun. They walk like the Reservoir Dogs, or should I say bitches. Dun 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 dun. Shame you didn't leave your footprints behind you. That looks like Miley Cyrus. Oh, it is in Miley Cyrus, look. Another dude. Right, Greg Kinnear. There weren't many gates, but I think I've got her in the back file anyway. Let's add her to the list. Dun, 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 dun. Greg Kinnear there. There she is. Loads more gates there. I did take the tulip one though, look. As we tiptoe through the tulips. We're done. Greg Kinnear, eat my shorts. I want to close your motorbike keys and your boots. Get off my screen. Marissa Miller, you're getting done. Let's get rid of Greg. Oh, let me cut Greg out for the channel. And then we'll have Turkey Tree Father, Marissa Miller, MM, Master Mason, Turkey Tree Father. Paste. Greg Kinnear. Thanks for playing CSI with me, Greg. Let's have another one. Marissa Miller. Let's take that name, put it in the back file. Copy. And paste. Away it goes. Whilst it searches for this one. Oh, what is that? Oh my God, they've put it in jumpsuit. Brace yourself, boys. This is going to be a tearjerker. It might stop you from jerking over him as well. Oh my gosh. We'll start with that one with a stick on arms. The wide eyes, the wide cheekbones, the massive mouth, the square jawline, flat chested. Don't ignore the fake tatters. Look at the flat chest. I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a mighty big man. He's a mighty big man with a Terminator for a neck. Ski with boobs. There he is. Oh, is he one of Victoria's Secrets? Look at that Terminator neck. Look at all the lines jutting out from a place to put Mama's Spicy Meatball. As if I can see a place to put Mama's Spicy Meatball at 40 paces. Vegan men. Vegan men that don't eat food trying to look like women. I live in a... Well, I really look at the state of that. That is Jessica Simpson, surely. No, it's Marissa. Look at the five. I forget Jessica Simpson. Look at the contrast, right? And it's in the perfect order. Look at the size of that blockhead with a square jaw. Look at the egghead. Remember, a woman has a 5 head, a man has a 4 head. Look at the sloping jawline. In fact, there's the real McCoy. Look at the blockhead. Look at the egghead. Got it? Watch. No, I've pulled it out. Stay. That's what she said. Bang it. Come here. There we go. Let me just go back. Let's recap that because I put myself off. Look at the blockhead with the... I want you to notice the diesel. That right there, sunshine, is a fucking diesel. An absolute diesel of a jawline. Look at the sloping jawline, pointed chin. Look at this. Absolute diesel of a jawline. Look at the sloping jawline, pointed chin. Look at the far apart. Look at the rectangle shaped eyes with a thick brow bone. Look at the short head. Draw the line down versus across. Draw the line down versus a cross. Are you seeing it yet? We don't need those overlays. We see those skulls when we look at you, especially when you're side by side like that. Who's got the wide face? Who's got the long, narrow face? I've shown you that plenty of times as well. The measurements of faces. There, look. The long down, the narrow horizontal. The long horizontal, the narrow down. Look at the difference on a forehead to a fivehead. Just by looking at the eyes, look. By the width of the face, you can tell. There's what I'm looking for. Rectangular, far apart eyes with a short forehead. Look at the lines drawn. Long, narrow. Long, narrow. The exact opposite of each other. Just the way those skulls show it. And boom. That's the power of God. That's the truth in plain sight. Let those with ears listen and those with eyes see. It's a 50-50. It truly is. And as much as they hate it, it can't be stopped. Revelation says that all things done in the dark will be brought into the light. That's every single thing they've done. And when you meet God, everything you did in the dark is going to be brought to light. So you better make it up to him before you meet him. You're supposed to discover this in the living. He gave you an intelligence that AI does not have. They can take AI to its furthest limits and it still will not reach the cognitive thought of a God-created human being. That's the beauty of knowing it. That's why they want to mix the iron with the clay. God formed you out of the earth. You are the clay. In legal terms, they refer to you as a clay monster. Just remember that. When you give your legal name, you're identifying as a clay monster, that they rule over you. So they want to mix the iron with the clay. The computer technology, the transhumanism is what they call it. Well, as far as I'm concerned, this is transhumanism right there. I can see it. There are people out there that'll tell you these are cyborgs. These are cyborgs, and they made the cyborgs secretly transgendered. That's just, we've entered King La La Land again. We have. You have to stay in the confines of a courtroom. Anything that you can prove to yourself is the truth. No matter what anybody tells you around you, because you've already been there with flat earth and legal name. You tried to tell these people, these NPCs as they call them. The difference is they're not ready to pull out of the matrix yet. You were Neo. You are the one, Neo, that sees the truth. And the truth is this. Men have got big blockheads with far apart eyes. Women have egg-shaped heads that bellow widest at the top in the hairline, giving them a 5 head instead of a 4 head. That's the power of God. The truth in plain sight. When you can do this for yourself, it's like a gift. It's like having X-ray vision. Everybody you meet gets questioned by your mind. It does. So you've got to learn this for you. You've got to be able to do this for yourself rather than depending on someone else. Because all the way through my training, I depended on someone else, and every single one of my teachers has let me down. but I'm quite used to it now. God made sure that the comfort inside, through Christ, in me, in union with Christ, that this wouldn't bother me the way it did before. And it really bothered me. I'm telling you, sleepless nights was not even, it doesn't do justice to how much sleep I didn't get because of this topic. Because once I realized Amanda existed in my life, how many other times have I been fooled by Amanda? And for you women, how many times have you fallen like a lesbian in love for one of these fuzzy wuzzy women? That's right, you heard me say it. Fuzzy wuzzy women.
Was there or wasn't there a woman? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman?
Exactly. They love to tell you. They tell you the truth in plain sight. Kathleen Turner is one of the only women in the world that can sing Old Man River in its original key.
Can sing Old Man River in the original key. Old Man River, that old man river.
You lying bastard. I'm telling you now, that's a bloke. I don't even need the skull. As if you can't see, that's a big bloke anyway. Look at the size of that bowling ball head. Find me a woman that can sing like that. He sings deeper than I do. Old Man River. That's me.
Key. Old Man River, that old.
It's deeper than me. This is where you live, right? You live in Satan's world. God created it, but Jesus told you that this is Satan's world. You were born into a lie. Not one lie, but millions of lies. Millions stacked upon each other. The Bible says that a child will lead the way. Somewhere in our near future, a child is going to rip down their lies in front of the world. It'll probably be on a live TV show or something. And it'll be one truth that that little boy or girl tells in front of all the world. Just like in The Emperor's New Clothes, when the king buys invisible clothes off the two liars and walks around the castle and the streets butt-ass naked. That's what's going to happen. Some child somewhere is going to rip them down on live TV or some podcast or some video, and they will not be able to stop it. Mass hysteria. That's what we're looking at when it happens. Absolute mass hysteria. Because if you can't remember what it was like when you discovered the truth, I was hysterical. Literally, I wept. After I'd laughed, I wept for the same amount of time until I couldn't even cry or laugh or anything anymore because my body was giving, my torso give up. My ribs ate, my lungs ate, and I was just sat there crying on the sofa. I wish I'd left my camera recording because I was about to go on, what do you call it? Chat live or whatever they call it. I was about to go and do magic on there and I turned the camera off because I started watching a David Icke movie. If I'd just left it recording for another half an hour, I'd have recorded that moment when I realised God existed. And I'm so mad at myself for turning that video camera off. But then I thought, AI would have known I was watching that video. You were probably watching me, weren't you, Illuminati bastards? I know you're listening. You probably got it on video, haven't you? That moment I keeled over crying on my couch. You know that it only took 8 to 10 minutes for me to realise that I was not spinning without a single clue to the flat earth or anything to do with the flat earth. I came to that conclusion through the power of God, through the Holy Spirit, is how I came to the conclusion I'm not spinning. And in the minute that I did that, I acknowledged God's greatness and that he existed. I didn't need a book. I didn't need a pastor, no preacher, no pope, no imam. I didn't need nobody or no thing to tell me that God existed. It was self-evident in an instant. And all I wanted to do from that moment on was study how God created me, how he created the earth. It is in the Bible. The truth of how he did it is there. How he separated the light from the dark, the day from the night, the land from the water. It tells you all of it. It's like Mark Twain said, it's not the parts that I don't understand that bother me, it's the parts that I do understand that bother me greatly. I do not bow to Satan or any of your fucking minions. Vade retro Satana. Get behind me in the pecking order, bitch. You're the father of all lies. You lied to me. You lied to my brother. You lied to my father. You lied to my grandma. You lied to my friends. And you got me to lie to my own son for 7 years. So when people ask me, why do you even bother doing this? It's because of God. And it always will be because of God. And the fact that he did something so merciful, John 3:16, that it still to this day overwhelms me. Because he knew what was going to happen, and he knew what these people were going to do, and he knows how many people are not going to make it. Already he knows. I wish I did. In the book it says 144,000, 12 tribes. But for me, that book comes from these people. Those tribes are their tribes. I come from a heavenly made source. I was knitted together in my mother's womb. And then forced subliminally and under my own steam to sin. These people are taught to sin from the day they get here. At some point in their life, someone has to tell Marissa Miller that he was born a man. At some point, they have to tell this bearded, fuzzy-wuzzy woman that he was born a girl. And at that point, anything other than the truth is going to get you into trouble with God, because you've carried on the lie. You've carried on this insult to God's creation, that natural born people with the right skeletons and the right eye placements and the correct teeth are persecuted and ridiculed, told that they're descended from monkeys, that giant lizards walk the earth, that they've got nuclear bombs, that there are wars going on all around. Everything they tell me, as far as I'm concerned, is a lie. God hates liars. Romans 4:11. Let all men be liars, including myself, and let God be true. See, I can admit I was a liar. I can admit I was a thief. I can admit that I've cheated. But I would never have done any of these things, Father. I'd have known that you were real and that Satan was doing this to me secretly. He got me jacking off over monsters like this all my life. I thought this was beauty. Instead of this long face, I thought the wide face, the cannonball head, was more beautiful than the real woman face. And now I can see it. The cannonball head versus the long woman face. I can see it in all celebrities. I can see it in popes and pastors and football. It doesn't matter where I look. All I can see is this monstrosity, this abomination to the truth. There are men out there that'll still say, I'd still shag them. Over your own wife, you'd still, you made vows to your wife, sicker and poorer, sickness in health, richer or poorer. But at the minute you see something like this, you choose that over your own wife. Someone who's brought your children into this world. or is going to. You'd sooner have sex with a bloke than a woman. Is that what you're telling me, fella? You straight fellas. Is that what you're properly telling me? That you'd sooner have sex with a bloke? Remember, these two have still got penises. It's only the porn stars, I think, that do the damage to the genitals. These ones have still got meat and two veg. So after you've bummed one of these two blokes, you're then going to let him bum you, yeah? Because that's how it works, right? It's a 50-50 in the bedroom, isn't it? Is that what's going to happen? Because in reality, when straight blokes say that to me, it churns my stomach. I'd still give that one. What? Are you kidding me? You know it's a bloke, you'd still shag it. No thanks. I like women the way they're meant to be. With a vagina, with a womb. These blockheads, these steel-jawed magnolias, don't do it for me anymore. They stand out like sore thumbs, don't they? Big square heads, strong necks, places to put Mama Spicy Meatball. Marissa Miller. Did I put you in a backfire, Marissa? I sure did. Marissa Miller's a bloke. And they're literally mocking you about it. I'm gutted that's in the way. In fact, whilst we're... Oh, look at this. Explain this body to me, will you? I have never run my hand down a woman's body from the boobs and it take 45 seconds to reach the moo-moo. He's a bit bulgy there, by the way. He's just a little bit bulgy. Let's see if we can find another one. Something a little bit more exposing. Look, gratuitous man bum. It's a dude bending his spine. That's all it is. Kicking his hip out. Oh my gosh. Look, it's a straight flat body, look, boys. Can you see it? There's no muffin top. It's literally, you can see the Adonis belt. I think that's been photoshopped a little bit there. I really do. But I can still see the Adonis. That flat set of muscles there. They're supposed to be like a rim, like a muffin top, like the top of a cake pushing outwards here. There's some, all women have got it. Does my bum look big in this? Yes, because you're a woman. You've got childbearing hips and you've got this little muffin top that sticks out in any dress, any pair of trousers. It don't matter. You've got this little pouch. The medical term for it is a womb that pushes out just a little bit. Again, I'm seeing Britney Spears. I'm seeing someone else as well. Is it Britney Spears? No, Jessica Simpson. I think it's Danny Bear or someone like that. Look at those Adam's apples. Look at the state of that Adam's apple. I can see a face. That one literally looks like Abraham Lincoln's in his neck. Marissa Miller, or whoever that is, I think that is Marissa Miller, has got Abraham Lincoln's face in his neck. Look at the egg-headed girlfriend. Oof. Massive man face. We're done. State of them two. Somebody stick a fork in me. I'm done. Oh, Marissa Miller. Let's have a quick look at bikinis. We might have a cock shot somewhere. We'll just have a quick look. I should have done it with that other dude earlier on. Scherzinger, I forgot. Let's have a quick look. Nope. Oh my gosh. Adam Apple Central again. Nope. Oh, that one looked promising. Never mind. What's that one? Oh, there's definitely something. Jared, I love your work. What is that though, Jazz? It just doesn't sit right, does it? What's that straight line across the top? Don't tell me it's a tampon. As if he's going to put a tampon in on his bikini modelling day. Yeah, you having your pictures taken tomorrow? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm on every period. I'm on an every period. Yeah, of course. He's going to put his tenor lady in. State of it. I really want a cock shot. Come on, give me one, I dare you. Uh-oh. Wooga! What is that, mate? Seriously. What? He's got big hands as well. What is that? He's bulging. His vagina is lit. It looks like a tucked penis. He's got a P-E-N-I-S. Until the cows come home, he's got a cock. He's a big fella, isn't he? He is, though, isn't he? Look at him. He reminds me of Rod Stewart's husband. What did they call him? Oh, it's the robe. I really thought that was a pushback then. Again, them yellow undies. We got any more? Oh my gosh. Look at these look at these bodies. No thank you. No thank you. Taxi for Poncho? I don't think so. I'd just like to go home, please. God, if you're listening, can I come? Can I come home now? I've had enough. I really have. Look at the state of it. Father, this is not how it's meant to be. I've had enough of this shithole. I really have. I can't stand it. Oh, that one's bulging right there. It's a shame I can't zoom in on that. What is that? Wooga! What is that? This one's got one as well. There's something going on in all of their underwear. Oh my God. Look at it. It's a bloke. It's a bloke in a mini dress and leather booties. Sweet baby Jesus, take me home. Look at that. Seriously. Look at that flat body. Where's me muffin? Where's me womb? Just give me a womb. When I got there, the cupboard was bare. There are no wombs. There's just male hips, look. Long arm. He reminds me of Farrah Fawcett. Farrah's got a Fawcett. Who's that? Sports Illustrated. It's always a dude. Size of them. Look at them meatball knuckles there. If he punched you, he'd knock you into next week. He would. I don't know who that is. Daniela Sharahaiba. He sounds like he comes from that country I'm not allowed to mention. State of that. Seriously, where's me chicken nom nom? It's just a straight leg lot. Where's me... I ain't even got an ass. It don't even look like a chicken nom nom, does it? Oh, look. Everywhere I look, I see men. Big, dirty, 6 foot tall men. We're screwed. We are. The whole world is screwed because no one cares. Just us. That little kid can't come quick enough. The one that's going to point it out to her. You can't come quick enough. I swear you can't. Oh my gosh. I'm done. It's a dude. Final answer. Marissa Miller. Back file. Did we show walking pictures? I didn't. I went to bikini first. 1 second. I was hoping for a meat and 2 veg. I didn't get it this time. Right, let's have a look at the dude. Where is he? There. We've seen the catwalk anyway. Straight legs. Look, it's the paparazzi I want there. That's what I'm looking for. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. There's no akimbo arms. There's no short arms. Look, they're just right, like pendulums down the side of his body. Look. Walks like a tin soldier. Buffalo Soldier. Freddie was singing that to me the other day. Doing the dirty baffo lot. Straight legs needs to have a space between his feet. We're done. It's definitely a dude lot. Adam's Apple on show again. And again, I think that's Jimmy Kimmel or one of them. Look, straight legs, knees together, space between the big feet. Look at them all. Load of blokes showing the tushies off. Oh my gosh. Set me out. Oh my word. Is that Marissa Miller there? I don't know. It's not. Oh, it might be. Marissa Miller Wolfson. Maybe not. The next vegan frontier. Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. Why has Daddy got a big fat 5 head and close set eyes, high set ears, and walks like an absolute chuffter? Why has Mummy walking like a man with straight legs, knees together? Go on, explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. Because that's not even who I'm looking for. That's just some random picture in the vegan review. I told you, vegans, most of them, I'm telling you now, are flip-flops. There might be some normal people that copy this bollocks. But for the most, it's these MTFs that are vegans. I'm not eating meat. Why? My first question is why? It tastes good. Beef tastes good. Lamb chops taste, minted lamb chops taste good. Crispy duck in aromatic plum sauce tastes beautiful. You sooner eat a carrot. Fair enough. Each to their own. There's no way God made all those herbs and spices to put on fruit. There's no way. There's no way. Right, we're done. Marissa Miller is an absolute dude, and so are all of them. All of them are dudes. I know you can't believe it, and you can't believe that they can grow a woman 7 foot tall, pump her full of testosterone, and make her into a basketball. I know you can't believe that, but, you know, the truth is stranger than fiction. And I'm stuck here with you non-believers. It's not just that you don't believe in God. It's that you believe all the lies that make you such a fool. At the end of the day, once you can measure the distance in someone's eyes versus the forehead, see the square granite crunching jaw, the clavicle that looks like a Westler's hot dog. You could put that in a foot-long bun. You could, and put onions and tomato ketchup on it. Look at the size of it. We're done. I live in an inverted world where men put on makeup, get boob jobs, and wear spangly dresses and bikinis. Don't forget the bikinis. But this fools you all. This fools you. 3 dudes, look. That one's even got an Adonis belt, look. You can even see it kicking in there, look, the Adonis. Oof. They can't walk like a real woman, look. They have to exaggerate it. This is your daughter from Zion. The daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks. Haughty and walk with a stretched forth neck. Look at it. Marissa Miller. Failing forensics. You're a dude, mate. Final answer. Did we put you into this file? No. Let's add you. Marissa Miller. Right there. Oof. 5 male gates. End of story. Skull fits. Female. Look, if it was a female, even if you grew that skull to match that face, it's not a full match, it's not a perfect match because it's a woman over a man's skull. This jawline does not do justice to what's going to show there. This one does. Remember, when looking at the skulls, these templates are 2D over a 3D face. Just remember that. Let's come back. Marissa Miller. Did I post that? I don't even know if I posted it. Let me come back. Nope. Tweet. There you go, Marissa Miller. Let me cut this one out for the channel. Wow, that really does look like Jessica Simpson. Uncanny. And before someone goes and makes a video saying it is Jessica Simpson, shut up, you divvy. Why is that not... Am I lagging? It's not cutting it out. Oh, I've just knocked the projector. 1 second. There we go. Right, is that the right place? No. We're still on that one. There we go. It's somewhere around here. That'll do it. 33 minutes. Oh my gosh, was I ranting again? I'm sorry. Marissa Miller, MM33 Father in the boy's name. Let's close that window. Let's open up another one. That was a good one. I enjoyed doing that one. Greg Kinnear done that bit. Reynolds already been done. Robert Forster, is that him? Do you know what? I was wondering who that was. He's the one from Jackie Brown. Yeah, Jackie Brown. It's there, look. I was wondering what that actor's name was when I watched it earlier on. And now, thank you, Father, without even trying, there it is. I didn't even look and it came up. Robert Forster. I want the other one from Jackie Brown. Robert Forster. Jackie Brown. There. Yeah, I want that one. What's his name? Pam Grier. That's who I want to do. Pam Grier. Resume browsing. Why have I already been there? I might have already done this one. It says resume browsing. Right, let's do Robert Forster. I don't know if I've got this one, you know. Let's have a look. Copy. Back file. Paste. Search. Get rid of that. There we go. Right, let's go again. Right, Robert Forster. I don't even know what movie he's been in before Jackie Brown. I didn't recognise him. When I watched the movie, I did not recognise this person. I don't even know his name. Robert Forster. From Jackie Brown, there you go. Look at that 5-head. Michael Keaton's 5-head lot. Right, Robert Forster. Hang on, can we just go back to all? What other movies has he been in? Jackie Brown, yeah, I've seen that. El Camino. Breaking Bad movie, I don't know about that. Alligator, Wolf, right, that's why I don't know this person, because I haven't watched any of them movies. We'll start with those close set eyes, shall we? She got big but eye set ears. Small mouth, that long top lip that women get because of the buck teeth. Is that your husband or is that Pam Grier? No, that is that Pam Grier? I don't know if that is Pam Grier. It might be. If it is, he's put some weight on. Oh, it is. He has put some weight on. Tarantino with your 5-head. Jackie Brown. There he is, Pam Grier. We're doing this one though with the hamster cheeks. Robert, do you know what? I don't know if Robert Foster's got any gates because there's only a few movers. I'm out of pictures. I don't think. Oh, it's actually because it's got Jackie Brown in there. Let's try walking now. We might get something. Oh, no. I don't think so. That's not him. Oh, that might be him there, though. It is probably the only gate of Robert Forster in the world. Is that his husband? Yeah, I think it is. The big blonde dude. Oh, is that one there? Please let that be him. It bloody well is, with big pants as well. Look at those Bruce Lee School of High Waisters. That's a nice one. There's two. Is that a third there? I think it is. It bloody well is. All three of them are mincing, look. I've got a ski whiff one here. Full mince behind him. I don't really like it. I like the way the arm's hanging akimbo though. Look at the shoulder tilt versus the hip twist. It's the same picture. I don't really like that one. Let's go back. We'll take the two. Let's add that one to the list. Save image. Save image. Save image. Oh, I'm saving him. I might have already done him. Back file. Robert Forster. No, he's not there. I didn't think he would be. Somehow. Right, I just need your face, Robert. Oh, I quite like that one. Where was it? There. Yeah, that'll do for a 50-50. Let's take that picture. Save image. Right, that's that one on the list. Let's do Pam Grier. Oh, let me cut out Robert Forster. 5 minutes. That was perfect. Cut. Short. Create. Done. Right, Pam Grier. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Images. Wow, Pam Grier has put some... Have I done Pam Grier? I've got to check. He's put some weight on, hasn't he? My name's Foxy Cleopatra. It reminds me of... what's his name? Boy Wants a... Paste. Pam Grier. Oh, I have done it. 6 days ago. I did Pam Grier 6 days ago. Did I really? Gosh, I can't even remember doing it. I did say he put some timber on, though. Yeah, we already seen this. Yeah. Pam Grier. His boy with big fun bags. Size of that shoulder, though. Look at that, how square that shoulder is as well. Was that Muhammad Ali? It was, yeah. We've seen this. Yeah, well, no, it's not. We've done that. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's Richard Pryor. Look at that broken leg on Richard Pryor. Well, there it is. You've got it. You heard it here first. Pam Grier smashed Richard Pryor all around the bedroom that night. Yeah, we're done Pam Grier. I don't need to do it. Bink. Next. Bosch. Jason Schwartzman. I swear we've done that one as well. Have we done William? I think we've done William H. Macy as well. Don't you tap me there. You bitch. I knew you was going to tap me there. Look how soft those eyes are. Bright eyes. Burning like fire. Jason Schwartzman. Son of Man Code. In that order. Son, man. In it. Can you see it, look? Son at the end. Man at the end. Son of Man Code. Jason Schwartzman. Let's have a look. How can a light that shines so brightly Suddenly shared so dim. Jason Schwartzman. I've already done it. Balls. Let's do another one. William H. Mate. I've done that one. Two first names. William H. and Macy. Copy. Pasty. No. Into my search. Here. Dip. I think I've already done this one. Paste. William H. Macy. Church. I have 1 month ago. Balls. Next. Armin Mueller Stahl. Never heard of him. German actor. Let's have a quick look. I might know the face when I see it. Oops. Oops. Oh my gosh. I just want to grab that name, please. There we go. Copy. Paste is. There he is. That's an absolute 5-head. Close set rounded eyes, pink lips. Music box, Bodencock, Shine, Eastern Promises, 13th floor, Momo. I don't really recognise him. Right, let's go straight to walking and see if there's gates for it first. No. No. Right, let's get out of here. Bink. Open a new one. Bosch. Tim Roth. We've done Tim Roth. I know I have. I'm sure I've done it. Oh, don't take me there. Why do that? Do 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 do. Suddenly shines so dim. Tim Roth. Copy. Paste. Paste. Search. Oh. I could have sworn I've done Tim Roth. Surely it's not because I put extra spaces in there. I just saw Tim Roth then. I literally saw it. There. Tim Roth. Why? Why would you put Tim Roth all the way down this list, Google? Why wouldn't you make it the top search? Tim Roth. Exactly the same way. But yet you've shoved it right down there. Tossers. Images. James Cromwell. Who's James Cromwell? Have we done James Cromwell? He's the long-faced woman, isn't she? I think I know where it is. He's got a beard. Let's find out. Suddenly shines so dim. Bright eyes. It is this one. I think I've done it. Paste JC code. Jesus. Oh, you're not going to show it? No? Could have sworn I've done it. James Mason. Alright, okay. We'll do James Cromwell then. JC code. Images. It's an absolute egghead. 5-head, close set eyes, high set ears. It's been in a lot of movies, this one, hasn't she? Reminds me of Liam Neeson a bit. Especially there. Look at that soft. Look at those coffee bean eyes. He looks like Luke, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Luke Wilson? Really does look like Luke Wilson there. Those eyes are almost touching. James Cromwell, let's put your name in the back file real quick. Copy. Back file. And paste scissors. James Cromwell. Right. I'm telling you now, that female skull is just going to drop straight in there. Suddenly shines so dim. Right, I'm seeing Luke Wilson again. So similar. James Cromwell. Final answer, it's a woman. Let's put Walken in there, shall we? Richard Armitage. Who's Richard Armitage? Solidarity, Reg. Is that you? Game over. Game. You gotta love a mince, haven't you, when you see it? There's gotta be no better picture in the world than seeing a grown-ass man lie to your face like that and get caught out just by the way she walks. Again, broken leg. I've definitely done this meme. It's got to be in the backfire because I've seen that picture before. There he is, James Cromwell. I don't know when I made that picture though. There's another one. Oh no, he's standing. That's no good. I'm out of pics. Tweet. Come here, James. Here we go. That egghead. Look how beautiful that skull fits. Look how beautiful that skull fits her. With the rounded eye sockets. James Cromwell, JC code. Thanks for playing CSI. Let's close that window, open a new one. Let's cut out James Cromwell. 5 minutes again, spot on. Who did you ask for? Richard Armitage. I've never heard of this person. Richard. Richard Armitage, Obsession, North and South, The Hobbit, Hobbit Unexpected, The Stranger, Berlin Station. I've never heard of this person. She's English, is her? It must be someone new then, because I don't know any of those movies. I told you, I don't really watch movies anymore. I've watched a few just recently on YouTube, but just stuff I ain't seen, that's all. Searching Richard Armitage. Right, it's away. Let it go. Let's see if we've got this person anywhere. Right. Ian McKellen, Aidan Turner, Martin Freeman, Peter Jackson, son of Manco. Images. I've got miscalculated boobies. Slanted clavs. Not perfect V. Oh, look at this skull. Game over. Look at the way it bellows outwards. Game over. Widest in the hairline. Soft eyes. High set ears. Look at the way it bellows outwards. There's only one skull does that look. It's seen here. Look at this line. Bellowing outwards. Look at this line. Bellowing outwards from above the eyes. Bellows outwards from above the eyes. Dead giveaway. Is that your husband? Well, he's got a big mouth, hasn't he? Square jawline. Nice neck. Nice place to put Mama Spicy Meatball as well. Richard Armitage, no gates. I can't see this one happening. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe it is going to happen. There's a nice one. Look at those hips. Elbows out. Back file. Oh, we've already been there. We've already got this one on the back file. Those hips are beautiful. Look at that Q line. Elbows out, away from the hips, look. Shoulder tilted. Even when you're running. Mincer on the left. I don't know if that's my girl though. I think that's my girl. I'm not sure. There's a nice one. Andy Serkis. That's not Andy Serkis, is it? Is that Richard Armitage? I think that might be Richard Armitage, that one. There's another one here. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at the ski whiff feet. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Shoulder tilt from Full Mints. Oh, that's it. Let's go back there. Let's open up this one. Let's drop that one, and then boom. Richard Armitage. Paste. Open that one. Do this one. James Cromwell. I did upload that one. Wow, that was fast. 3 minutes. Paste. Richard Armitage. I did post it, didn't I? Let me just double check. Richard Armitage. 3 gates. 3 beautiful gates though. Done. Ask Grok to explain this post. Can you do that? Can you now? Right. Bink. Who the is Gia Deza? Are you winding me up? I don't even know it. Gia Deza. It's not even coming up. You're winding me up. Gia Deza. It hasn't even got a Google search for this fella. Yeah, this person's not even famous. Next. Bink. Tim Roth, James Cromwell, Chaz Parliamentary. Chaz Parliament. I think there's only 1 gate for this person, as I recall. Oh my gosh. Get off. Mouse. Do it again. Chaz Parliamentary. Copy. Open. Paste. Oh, that's a beautiful set of Mickey Mouse ears. Dial M for Masons. Charles Parliamentary, or whatever your name is. Have I already done this one? I did this not long back. I know I did. But I might have already done this one. Let's have a quick look. Chaz Parliamentary. Paste. Search. Oh, maybe not. Let's go down the list a little bit, just in case. What was that? No. New. Alright, let's do Chaz. I do believe there's only 1 gate. Rounded, close set eyes, small hot dog eating mouth. Dial M for Masons. The old Count Duckula haircut. There she is with another one. Roberta De Niro. Flip flops, a lot of them. Final answer, that's a girl. Dial M for Masons, flat 5 head. Look, long 5 head, close set eyes, no cheekbones, sloping jawline, fake chin. Oh, look at that. Tell me you worship the devil without telling the rest of the world that you worship the devil, Chaz. And there it is. In plain sight, boys and girls. Devil worshippers. She's doing it again there. Yes, she is, look. What are the chances? I was watching something the other day, and he was talking about the Bible and how this bit was wrong and that bit was wrong, but every time he did it, he pointed with fingers like that as he read from it. I know there's lies in there. You don't have to tell me that. God gave me discernment. It was written by Masons. The king that did it, or should I say the queen that pretends to be a king that wrote it, also wrote the book of demonology. Charles Parliamentary, full mince. Look at the ski with legs on this fat bitch here with the sloping shoulders. There's another one there. 2. It's not a good one, but it's a nice shoulder tilt. Well, there's more gates this time. Last time I checked, there weren't this many gates. Oh, is that a penis? Ah, woo! What is that? What is that right there? Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. There's a problem. We'll take that picture. We'll zoom in on it. We'll see if it's a sausage. There's another one there. There's loads more gates for Chaz. What's mine looking like in the back file? Where is it? It says I ain't even done it. You lie, Chaz. I'll tell you what. Let's get rid of Chaz and just put parliamentarian there. I've definitely done this. Is that research in the right file? It is in the right file. I'll tell you what. We'll take these gates then, because mine's only got one gate, I think. Oh, is that another one there? No. Lonely. He looks like Elvis. He looks like the Hulk, Perry Como, and Al Pacino have had a love child. Take that as your face, Chaz. Where do you want me to start? The soft eyes, the beautiful lips, the cupid's bow, the high set ears, the lack of a jawbone. No Adam's apple. I'm out of pictures. Back file. What are we saying this time? You're saying you still can't find it. You're lying, bitch. I've definitely done it. Or did I do it? I've done the investigation, but not the picture. Right, we'll take it anyway. We'll take that face and we'll take your 4 gates. Do flamingo. Save image. Do. He's definitely got a bulge there. He's got bony ass knees as well. That's a nice flamingo. That's a full mince. Nice shoulder tilt. And that full mince there. From the Chick Chock. I think that's it, right? Is that him there? No, that's De Niro. Right, we're done. Charles Parliamentary fails forensics, got the gates, and cut him out. Who's that? Richard Armitage. We've done that one. There. Charles Parliamentary. 6 minutes. Was it really 6? That didn't feel like 6 minutes. Next, Bink. Liam. Who's Liam O'Brien? You're winding me up. Don't know it. Liam O'Brien. American voice and actor. This is not famous. He doesn't even have a movie. Oh, he does. There they are. The Mighty Nine, never heard of it. Uh-oh. The voice actor, you're winding me up. American voice actor. Yeah, these are no good to me. Who's going to want to search that? You're kidding me. Let's have another one. Bink. Famous people. Douche. There we go. Gary Sinise. Have I done Gary Sinise? I think I have, you know. Gary Sinise. Oh, I don't know how you say it. I don't care. I gotta be honest with you. I don't care. Gary Sinise. Let's have a look in the back file. My channel, sorry. It's definitely in the back file. Paste. Oh. I could have sworn I've done Gary Sinise. Maybe not then. Right, let's have it. Open up. Gary Sinise. New. Paste. Paste. Bink. Gary Sinise. There we go. She's got a small face. Let's put you in the back file real quick. Paste. Gary Sinise. Away it goes. Images. We're done. Look how the head bellows outwards. 5 head. Close set, rounded eyes, look. Close set, rounded eyes with arched eyebrows. We see another letter M in the woman's face, look. Is that his husband? Oh, he's got a diesel for a jawline. Look at the difference in their chins. The rectangle shape. Look at the size of that head compared to the size of that head. Who's got the bigger head? Forget the faces. Just look at the heads. Who's got the bigger head? And it's the bowling ball skull right there. We'll take that as your... Oh, well, we won't take it as a 50-50, but we'll use it for your skull check. Flat 5 head. Dial M for Masons. Mickey Mouse's ears are just appearing. Look, just appearing. The rounded eye sockets of a woman. The lack of a jawbone. An Adam's raisin implant that's looking off to the wrong direction. And there's your Getty seal. It tells you that you're looking at a woman. Anytime you see it, you are never, ever, 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 ever going to see a Getty image of me. The small face. See how small the face is, how big the skull is, but how small the face is, the lack of a jawbone. Dead giveaways. Where's your gates, Gary? Gary. It still don't want to give me it. Gary Sinise walking. Houston, we have a problem. I swear we've already done this because we looked. It does something to do with people with no legs. Forrest Gumpers. I swear down I've done Gary Sinise and it's not showing it here. You're winding me up. Unless it was Tom Hanks that I'm remembering. Same movie, right? Yeah, it's stiffing me. Right, let's come back. Gary Sinise. I don't think there's any gates. Oh, there's something. It's no good to me though. I swear we've done it because I took from Myson. I swear, oh, it could have been that one though. I swear we've looked at this just recently. There's no gates anyway. Right, I'm going to call that a night. I've had enough. What time is it? 2 hours 40 minutes. Yeah, that's plenty. We'll be back tomorrow for Saturday Night Live. Join me then. Just remember, God loves you. He thinks you're amazing. He wants you to know that you were born into an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching. To all you natural school checkers and forensic students out there, good night, God bless, and goodbye, sweet dreams. Lynn McIntyre, good night, Lynn. Good night, Susanna.